Connors of Speed Tier 2. My name is Thomas, and next to me is Toespel because Lewis is visiting my home country. So, Toespel, fair up you join me for your home Grand Prix. Really looking forward. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm probably going to just keep looking around the track to see where I was last year. And then we can all run onto the track and to the podium.
Yeah, yes, we were gonna do that. So, yeah, it's gonna be very interesting, of course, with Ricky, who had a disappointing race last week, and with the likes of the Saubers doing a really good job. Unfortunately, Mitch is not here this week, so Dan has to do all the job for the Sauber boys today. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting also for the guys who are in the relegation, so they really need to step up their game now if they want to make sure they won't get relegated this season. So, interesting race. One stop, most likely, from the softs to the mediums. Won't see anything of a surprise, I think. And it's gonna be interesting to see who guys got the pace and which guys doesn't.
Quite a straightforward one stop this one, and no real advantage going the other way around either, from medium to soft, so should see a straight fight in qualifying.
Yeah, only if people pick up wing damage within the first 5-6 laps. Or if there is an early safety car, you can see guys going on to hards, exactly. But I think the most, and yeah, I think the fastest option, most likely option is just softs to mediums, easy one stop. So it's just pure about pace really. If you got the pace, you will move up to the front. If you don't, then yeah, you're just having a really boring race at the back of the grid. You can't really do anything with strategy.
And track position isn't everything, so if you do get left behind, this is a track you can overtake at in several points.
Yeah, good point though. Yeah, you can overtake really easy around this track. You got two major DRS zones, but also a lot of corners really provide overtaking, so it's gonna be...
Well yeah, you've got obviously Stowe at the end of the main straight, but then you've got Vale and Club, that sort of complex at the end people can overtake at. Somebody might try going into Maggots and Beckett's if they're a bit mad.
Oh, if someone overtakes the Maggots and Beckett's, that would be absolutely amazing.
Side by side, like Schumacher and Hakkinen back in the day.
Oh, my days, yeah. Yeah, that would be really, really nice. Let's see, Dan is on a quick lap. He puts in a 27.1 in the first sector. He's got a... Really
he did a 27.1 in the first sector. Ricky did a 27.2, so I'll keep an eye on Dan and Ricky's laps.
Let's see, as he goes through the old turn one. As he runs wide, maybe validated his lap there.
He's kept his foot in it. Bit slow on the exit there. 27.1 in the middle sector. 27.2 in the middle sector for Ricky, so there's a couple of tenths up on Ricky at the moment.
So he's doing a really good job.
4.27. Is Whitey Boy going to get in the way? He's about to start his own lap. I think he's just about far enough away. 27.4. On 26.6, I think the game's lying to us. I think the game's lying to us, let's have a look.
Oh, Juventus over 126.9 and Dynamo over 127.4 as well. But still in front of Dan. So Dan needs to step up his game. Needs to find that little bit of extra pace. And Sinishini is going through Maggots and Beckett's now, but he's not on a fast lap yet. I think he's gonna start his flying lap on the next one.
27.4 on the mediums as well for Dynamo as well.
Ooh, on the mediums, yeah, I need to get that detail up. Let's see.
Baby Coot out on the hard tyres for whatever reason.
Baby Coot, yeah. About there, maybe he just goes for some laps and then at the end he pulls off that amazing lap on the soft tyres, you never know.
Just short of Ricky was Lamin Jammer there, only half a tenth off.
Yeah, he's really close, yeah. saw it. His teammate was holding him up a little bit, not that much. Talk about his teammate. Let's go on board with him. He did a 132.8, but that's no way representative for today. As you will put in a fast lap 100%, 27.1. So that's the same sector 1 time Dan did. Let's see what he can do in sector 2. Good exit. Now on to Ultra Run and on to Mackers and Beckett's. Let's see, Mackers and Beckett's coming up now. Left, right, left, right, left. Let's see,
nice and smooth that. Takes a bit of grass.
Sector 103.0.
That's a 35.9. He's a couple of tenths down on Ricky's lap, but Ricky was a tenth down on him in the first sector, so he's only 1 tenth off at the moment.
So good, third sector is required now. Coming up to the last turn, good exit. Up to the line. Ooh, 126.7 as well. Ooh, both Mercedes and a 126.7. Really so close.
It's that middle sector where Ricky is making up the time at the moment, so maybe he's got a little more downforce for that sort of Maggots and Beckett section, as well as the Brooklands and Cops. Maybe he's gone for a bit more downforce for those fast corners.
Yeah, which is, he was saying in the chat he was going for 2.8, which is interesting. Don't know about his ballast. I think he said he was running 7 ballast because it was not doable on a pad to run 8 ballast. Well,
he's coming out again for another bite at the cherry, as is Lemon Jammer. Juventus coming out of the pit lane now as well. And Robbo pitting. Dynamo on a warm-up lap. He's going to be the next guy to do a big fast lap, I think. Him and X427 is coming around Cops right now. Real life on a fast lap on his hard tyres.
Yeah, interesting to see what he can do on the hard tyres.
Donamo and X427 are pretty much next to each other on the track, and they're both going to be doing flying laps now.
See, 128.3. That's a really decent lap, you know. Seeing that Fallen is on a 127.7 on softs. Really solid lap from Robin. Really good lap.
I feel like X427 was a bit slow on his first lap. It wasn't a fully clean lap. But he seems to have it more together. He does another 27.1. He's still one of the quickest guys in Sector 1.
And P now on a quick lap as well. See, fifth ERS mode is engaged. There's a Ferrari weaving in front of him. That's Matrix. See, as he comes up, 127.3, so he's already 2 tenths down on Ricky's time. Oh, Matrix, what are you doing? Oh, just got out of the way. He was a little bit sleeping there, Matrix. I hope it doesn't hinder MP too much. This goes up to Max and Beckett right now. Working that downforce. Get it right.
That's a better middle sector.
Let's see.
This could be P3 or 4, I think, for Dan.
Yeah, 126.8. That's already.
Dynamo Bales on his lap time.
Ricky with 126.4. And then P with 126.9. And this is only P8, look at the difference. Oh, it's really close at the top.
Great lap from Juventus. He goes a tenth and a half off Ricky into P2 on a 26.58.
And Dominic was already in fifth. He said, I could smell a podium from Juventus. So he's got some inside information because Juventus is up to P2. Really solid job.
Oh, Dominic, Mr. Statsman, there's one thing I wanted to know the other night. It's a bit of a personal one. How many places have I made up from not having penalties over last season and this season?
Oh my god, that's probably like over 100.
How many points have I gained from positions and points have I gained from being squeaky bum time?
If you didn't gain that point, you would probably be in tier 3 now. It's ridiculous how many points you gained because you didn't pick up any penalties, which is really solid, don't get me wrong.
It's always funny at the end.
It's always, you can always say, oh, Tuspel's gonna gain at least 2 positions because he's got no penalties.
But yeah, if you can work that one out, Dom, you definitely go on to like god level of superfan.
Yeah, he's already at a god level. Like if you have those YouTube challenges where they box in like 7 boxes from awesome to really bad, like Dominic is up there and nobody's catching him.
Ferrari won too.
Matrix with a solid lap just in front of Juventus. And he's going again, Matrix. 4v rush mode, even in the corners. Interesting choice.
Steve's on a decent lap. He hasn't set one yet, but he's set a very good.
Ooh, 26.9 in sector 1.
Yeah, 27 dead for Steve and a 35.8 in the middle sector. I don't know if he's messed up this last sector though, but so far really tidy lap from the Red Bull driver. Up into 4th.
Oh my god. Look who's in the chat. Mitch is in the chat, he says go Dan and good luck to everyone tonight. Poolside watching race. And Chris is in as well. He says Dominic needs to race and go in the Hall of Fame, but Chris is here, lads. Amazing stuff. Get in, pal. Yeah, Blank, he says got it not to be here. Yeah, really, really unfortunate. It's always Blank with the unfortunate. There's always something happening to Blank why he can't race. And when he's racing, he's always up there. But yeah, really, really unlucky. Steve there, I must say it, up into P4. He's doing a really good job.
I think he can do better as well. He dropped the ball a bit in the last sector. He's going to come in, get some new tyres on, and because he's looked after his tyres at the beginning of the session, because he's only done 1 run.
Yeah, maybe you can go out with like 2 minutes 30s to go, 3 minutes, and then do 2 laps on a soft tires because the wear on those tires is not crazy. Like you can easily do 2 quali laps on them and still make it as far as they used to go.
If he can hook up the final sector though, he's definitely in with a chance of challenging Ricky for pole position today. He's been sweating it out all week, and I mean if he starts near the front instead of in the middle, we can hopefully avoid some of the carnage that's been sort of bubbling around him all season. Yeah.
JJ now, coming up to the final turn, he's trying to get those spots from the guys at bottom. Oh, 1,000th of a second between him and Ricky.
Good grief.
Oh my days.
0.001.
Oh, 1,000th of a second, no way.
If that's how it stays, I want the laps of both of those men and we can do a side-by-side video for the channel.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea.
There'll be penalty points if they don't save the footage.
Yeah, true. True. I fully agree on that one.
I'm sure everyone in the chat would love to see a side-by-side of those 2 qualifying laps, 0.001 separating them.
Oh, yeah, but then it's gonna be interesting because then you can see if someone lost it in sector 1 or made it up on 1 turn, or Really, they see the line, see the difference, but at the end they will be so close, ridiculous.
Oh, Dominic wants it superimposed on top of each other.
He's going again. Low ERS though. I don't think this is gonna work if you run with 3. No, he's coming in. Yeah, good choice.
Yeah, he's coming in.
But does he got time enough? Because look how long this pit lane is. I don't think he's got time enough to do another run.
I think that's his lap. That's it done, I think.
That's it. Yeah. Matrix out. He's going
we have Oaksy on a lap. He's coming up to Maggots and Beckett's.
Oh, Oaksy. Look, that banana car. There's glue on the track, sticking through it.
Nice stable. We could have used a bit more track there. But he's doing well. I can see this going up to 8th or 9th. Look how close it is though. I mean, there's only half a second between the top 10.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Now, coming up to...
He's got enough ERS for another lap though. He doesn't improve, but he's got enough ERS to go again.
He's in 0 now. I think he's just gonna save the tires and go one more time. He's got time to do another lap.
Yeah.
Oh, Blank is in. He says Vermeer is a second of his practice time before my power went out. Vermeer now is on a 126.7, so can Vermeer do a 125.7? That's oh, that's.
Does he run out of fuel? What's Vermeer up to?
I don't know. Let's see.
Does he run out of fuel?
Yeah, he ran out of fuel. Oh, that's unfortunate. The fuel symbol's coming up. It's red, so that means he's out of fuel. Oh, Matrix P1 126.3, and he's going again.
It's a battle at Ferrari. Oh, Steve's run wide. It's probably cost him this chance, but he's still in P5 at the moment. Matrix takes it by 10th. And he's going again for another lap.
Ricky now going forward as well.
Let's check the Ferrari boys. 27.093 for Matrix in Sector 1. I think the fight's between the Ferraris, or if Juventus can do something. He does a 27.1. Needs a 27.0, does Ricky. He's losing all his time in Sector 1.
Ooh,
He gets a 27.2. Advantage Matrix.
Oh, he's locking up as well. He needs to drive
Matrix
the
sets a personal best in Sector 2, 35.3.
Oh, he needs to drive the best second and first sector he's done in his life to get in front of Matrix. Come on, Ricky, lad.
Matrix comes in the pits. He doesn't finish the lap. He must have invalidated it going around Stowe.
So now's the chance for Ricky.
What does Ricky do? He does a 35.6. It's a decent enough middle sector. He needs to set a great last sector. He's the man for pole. Juventus goes P2. Splitting the Ferraris.
Come on to the line. Oh, 26.3, but it's just not
back.
enough. Oh,
It's
my.
that first sector. It's that first sector is Ricky's weak point. He's consistently 2 or 3 tenths slower than everyone else around him on the grid in that first sector.
Lemon Jam, P5. Okay. So Steve drops down to P6 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he drops down to P6. So we got the 2 Ferraris, both P1 and P2. I think that's like the second or third time we had this season. Ferrari is really strong in quali, but now they need to maintain it in the race as well.
And it's very close field right behind them. Look
Oh,
at that.
look at the
1/10 in the top 5.
Oh my days, that's so close.
And props to my driver of qualifying is torn between Juventus and Steve, because Steve, that was a fair lap time.
Yep, it was really, yeah. Yeah, but Juventus really solid job to put it in P3. Steve really solid job to put it into P6.
0.020 between the Ferrari drivers. That's closer than Hamilton and Vettel at last year's race, which was a 0.044, which was quite funny.
So it's time for the guys to make sure they got the strategy right, although it's not a really hard one. It's no rocket science, softs to mediums, but it really depends on how much fuel they want to carry on at the beginning of the race.
I'm looking forward to Roland putting in a good performance now. Go on, Roland, we believe in you.
Yeah, we believe you, Roland. Oh, Lewis is in as well. Nice, you joined, mate. Yeah, Chris, Roland dropped down from tier 1 to tier 2.
Right, I don't want a podium prediction. I want a prediction of who's going to set the fastest lap in the chat.
Yeah, put it in. Podium and fastest lap. That's what we want to see. But yeah, Roland was really busy with his job, so he decided to drop down to tier 2, but it's not really working out this way. He only scored 2 or 8 points or something like that, so he really needs to step up his game if he wants to continue on tier 2, otherwise it's going to be tier 3 for him next season.
Oh dear, oh dear. Blank raises a valid point. We've got the 2 Ferraris at the front, but is everyone outside of the top 10 going to go mediums to softs to try and get that bonus point?
Only Fallen and Donamo. The rest goes from soft to medium. Only Fallen and Donamo are medium tires. That's really interesting.
It's a long pit lane here. I think you need about 29-30 seconds.
Yeah, you
to
need
come out ahead of someone.
Yep.
Long pit lane, but we're expecting everyone to one stop. So I would expect that everyone on the softs in the top 10 to pit around lap 9 or 10.
And then go on to the mediums.
People who started outside of the top 10, maybe to stretch it to lap 11 or so, or 12.
Yeah, maybe they could go 1 or 2 laps quicker. Yeah, yeah.
While they try and get an overcut, because the mediums will take a little time to warm up. And then we got the likes of Don Ammo, who I want to watch all the way from the back because I think he's got pace. He will probably pit sometime around about lap 15, 16. Maybe even as early as 14, and then he'll go straight onto the. So he'll be able to switch his tyres on straight away, and he'll be going quicker at the end. So just see what happens.
Yeah, those guys will be quicker at the end, so it's gonna be interesting if those guys can be quick enough to catch up to the lead. But they got a lot of ground to make up before they can even think about going into the lead. And this is a lovely shot. All of the guys are weaving around the track because everyone is disqualified. Oh!
Ferraris have hit each other on the hanger straight.
Carnage already.
Absolute job. Roland's disqualified, all on his own. Probably for being Roland.
Yeah, Blank puts in a good point though. On tier 3, someone had a puncture with 15 level mediums. So, yeah, don't know what he did. But you really need to have a look at the tires.
Definitely didn't look after his tires.
I think that's the case.
Yeah, I'm expecting around about lap 10 for the pit stops anyway to start happening.
So, there we go. 26 laps with 26 viewers as well. Really, really glad you guys joined in for what's gonna be hopefully a really interesting race. As we go on to 5 red lights for the Silverstone Grand Prix. Lights out, and I hate this. Away we go for the Silverstone Grand Prix as the 2 Ferraris struggle. Juventus going down the inside. No way. Juventus takes P1.
Dominic loses his mind.
Oh my days, he said it in the chat. Yes, Juventus, get in. Oh, the farmers are struggling. Look at Jinjania, he's already up to P3 and now he's trying to get past Ricky as well. Lemon Jam down inside of Matrix.
Dan sneaks ahead of Steve into P6. Lemon Jammer with the slipstream on Matrix.
Oh, Jinjania up into P2.
Oh, Matrix nearly takes out his teammate. The Ferrari's going backwards, it's like real life.
This game is getting more realistic, lap by lap. Let's see now. Oh my god, Matrix and Lemon Jam side by side. No way.
Outside it.
Okay, yeah, Matrix.
Oh,
Matrix running wide.
And they're side by side into Maggots and Beckett's.
And Lemon Jam takes it. Yes. Lemon Jam up to P4 now.
All the while, Juventus has a lead ahead of Ginger Ninja.
Look at the train. Matrix now tries to get past Lemon Jam. That's not gonna work. Dan needs to defend as well. Maybe he can look down to me. Nope, not down the inside.
Dominic absolutely losing his mind.
It will be crazy in traffic. Those people thinking, like when he's in the traffic jam, those people like thinking, why is he getting that happy about being in traffic jam? They won't know about it. But we definitely know about it. Canadian power, baby. Yes, Brad. Less lads. But Jason is already closing up. 4/10 now is the gap. He's flying around this track.
Matrix has dropped down a little bit. Steve is still all over the back of him. Matrix really struggling in the braking zones at this stage. I wonder if he's put extra fuel in the car.
And normally I don't really notice the difference of 1 lap or 4 lap fuel, but I don't know if Matrix is on a pad. I don't know, because on a pad I know from a lot of guys you feel the difference. So, oh, is he running wide again? Second time now, it's probably his second warning. Fairman is really close to MP.
Losing touch with Ginger. Dan already with the penalty.
Ooh, that's really early. SMP is looking to get past Steve now. Not gonna work this time. That's just
Donama is last and Fulham is 16th. The guys on mediums are really not happy right now. They need to get those tyres switched on. This is going to be the problem when all the soft runners come in for their medium tyres.
Yeah, you know, like it's sort of understandable as well because those soft tires are at their optimum right now. When they get their first drop off, then we will see those guys on the mediums probably jump up and make their way up through the field. Oh, he's probably done.
Damage, but he's already pitted.
No, I can't see any damage. Exactly. He's going out to the hard tires. Yeah. So he is going to the end, and he's changing his front wing, so he's got damage.
Oh, there must have been a bit of damage.
Yeah, but
yeah, it didn't show up on my screen either. The damage.
We both couldn't see it, but okay. So
Roland
he can go to the end.
Teammate. Nice. Lick the stamp and sent it there, did Roland.
Ooh, Matrix. You can't get any closer.
Dan
no way.
Is going to be out of slipstream, out of DRS rather, and Steve is going to have DRS behind him.
Ooh.
He gets a better exit out of Maggots and Beckett's onto the hanger straight. Matrix all over Lemon Jammer ahead of them.
And Matrix kept fast. Roundly outside, good job.
Good defending from X427 there. He kept the gap just a tiny bit bigger.
Going down the inside of MP. And MP defense. Oh, that was a tricky one. MP running wide again. It's his third time right now.
Both setting the fastest laps there, so the Ferraris are back in the game now, having not turned up for the first 3 laps.
Yeah, Matrix needs to speed up a little bit. 1.4 seconds now is the gap, so you won't get DRS. And if you got DRS around this track, it's really easy to pull away from the guy behind you. Let's see, 1.3 now is the gap. Close enough. He is already a second away from Lemon Jam. And yeah, Dan is forming a little bit of a train behind him. With Steve, MP, Faramir, Rowan! Oh, I just saw MP
gets it wrong, but he's kept it on the track. He managed to find himself in the exit to the old pit lane. Round 2 of X427 and Steve. He's a bit further back this time.
Can't quite make it stick, maybe. Into the last few turns. No, it's too far away.
The top 3 all within a second of each other.
Yeah,
Matrix
Matrix
still leading on lap 5 after his amazing start.
Why is your boy at 3 seconds?
Only 10 seconds cover the top 15 drivers.
The engineer, is he going for a move? Or is just sticking behind Juventus? And Matrix is so close to the DRS as well. This is like watching MotoGP. All these guys are so close to each other still. Oh, is there something happening to Oxy? Oxy was up probably.
Yeah, he's missing the front left of his wing.
Yeah. Oh, Roland tries to get past.
MP going past Faramir into Magnus and Beckett side by side. MP gets the position. Dan's gone off.
No way.
Dan spins at Cops. I missed that, but that's where he went off at the old turn 1, and he's completely
no, the
Sauber
boys. This is not what Mitch wanted to see as well. Lane beside the pool. Oh no.
Steve up to 6th.
As you can hear, is going for turn 1. Oh, he pushes Juventus off. Juventus down to P3, even down to P4.
P4. The top 4 are within a second of each other. Absolute madness at Silverstone.
Now the 2 4 is going for it. They will make life too hard for each other, I can imagine. And Rick is really pushing to get past the engineer right now. He knows he can't let Ninja pull away. He needs to stick behind him and maybe even get past just to destroy his rhythm.
Matrix wide again. He's always going wide at that turn, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
It's going to be an absolute drag show. I'm watching on board with Juventus is the last of the 4-car train.
Yeah, but all of these guys will have DRS. I think that's the problem. Except for JGD, of course.
Except for Ginger. If you're trying to go the long way round, is he going to dive into Vale? He tries a Norris. Oh, he just locked up and pulls out of it.
Oh, he's almost losing it.
And that means that Matrix is going to have a better exit. The DRS will probably save Ricky there.
Yeah, he's saving him. You can see him backing out of it. Ooh, now going for it.
Steve runs wide, gets a penalty for track extending. Matrix and Ricky all going in and out of each other. They need to work together to get ahead of that Mercedes, not messing around with each other.
Yeah, I don't want to say this, but I think Matrix is quicker than Ricky at the moment, and I think Ricky is just holding Matrix up.
Fernando is faster than you.
Yeah, I think so. I think the team leader needs to go to the Ferrari boys right now. Let's see Matrix now. Is he going wide again? No, he's holding it this time. Good job. Because we've got 31 people watching right now. That's amazing.
And we love you all. But mostly Tom.
Yeah, we love you all. 100%. No overtakes just yet within the top 4. Ricky again really close, but just can't make that move. And I think these guys will be thinking about undercutting each other as well. Because you said lap
I don't know if
9,
the undercut
10.
is the way to go around here.
Yeah, it depends on how worn those soft tires are, I think.
Yeah, that's true.
Because those mediums will be very cold at the start, and we all know how much of a struggle it is on cold mediums. So, yeah.
Ginger Ninja's already struggling on the exit of corners, as is Ricky.
Yeah, lap 8, so it is time. Lap 9, lap 10, we
And
think those guys will come in.
They're fighting. Lamin Jammer is closing in on them. So I think we've got a top 5 race with the 2 Mercedes, the 2 Ferraris, and Juventus's McLaren, and then we've got another race from MP Motorsport backwards, pretty much.
Yeah, down to P10. So we've got 2 big battles, all for points.
Yeah. And Matty Robbo, Wisey Boy, Roland, Dan Robbo, and Fallen, who's on the opposite strategy, remember?
Yeah, following
some damage going on there.
Now Ricky's really close. I think this is gonna be it.
Close to the outside, that's the Nigel Mansell on PK. Can he brave it around the outside? No room given by Ginger.
Both Juventus and Matrix are in. So these guys battle it out for P1.
These 2 are fighting.
No Chris, there's no rain forecasted for today. It's gonna stay dry. And Slammer Jam is in as well. Okay, so we got P3, 4 and 5 into the pits. All mediums they go out. Yeah, good choice.
Matrix keeps track position over Juventus in the pit stops. Both switching to the medium tyres. As does Lamin Jammer. So that means that the remaining Mercedes and Ferrari can pit whenever they like. And he comes out 29 seconds behind. So yeah, it's about 29 seconds this pit stop here. I'm just going to keep an eye on the gap between Matrix and the leaders.
And Dominic puts in a really good comment. He says maybe this fight can make the undercut really powerful. Because with these guys battling, they can gain maybe 1, 2, 3 seconds. That can just be enough to get in front.
So far though, as Matrix. He's down to 29.7 behind the leaders. He came out of the pit lane and he was at a 29.2, so he's already half a second down on this lap.
Oh, Ricky goes on.
Again all over the back of him. He carries on. He doesn't. He wants to be quicker at the end, I think.
But is that
the right
choice?
It'll be interesting to see where Ginger comes out in relation to Matrix. Can Matrix get this gap? Can he get past? Ginger rolling down the pit lane now. Matrix coming into Vale. Such a long pit lane.
Oh, it's crazy.
I think he's done it.
Oh, it's gonna be close.
Matrix comes around turn 1. He's going much quicker.
On cold tires.
He's going to have tires as well.
Yeah. Ooh. Switchback. Oh no. Yes.
Oh, he's got the DRS there.
Oh no!
Happy touch!
They make contact, but it's all fine.
Is Matrix going to give him the position? I don't know. 50-50 there, really. I think that was just about fine. They've all managed to avoid killing each other.
But now Matrix needs to pull away. He's already 1 second away, and Ricky, let's see, what's the gap between... Oh, Fana picked up 3 seconds. What's the difference? Matrix held 28 seconds behind Ricky.
Juventus needs to take advantage of Ginger being on cold tyres. Ricky pits. At the moment, he's going to come out just behind Matrix, I think. I think Matrix has done enough to leapfrog both of them.
And Juventus, he got
third
DRS.
place into first.
So he closed up to Ginger. Now Ricky is in.
He's only 28.4 seconds behind the leader when he came into the pit lane. It's going to be so close between the Ferrari boys. He crosses the line. Where's Ricky?
No, that's not gonna be it. Matrix is gonna well get past it.
And he takes the lead, effectively. But he's on 2 lap holder tyres. He needs to get out of the DRS zone now while Ricky is on cold tyres.
Yeah, Matrix made a really good call to go in.
While they were
make the
fighting,
undercut
he
work.
made a very good call. Very good call.
Let's see now, Jason. Oh, look how close he is. No way. Ooh, this is gonna lose time to Matrix now.
But obviously he's got warmer tyres than Ricky. He wants to get the job done now. Matrix is already 2 seconds ahead of Ricky. So Ricky crucially not in DRS, but Ginger Ninja is. He goes to the inside into Stowe.
Makes the mistake. That's already it.
Ricky
Oh,
tries to
Ricky.
switch back. Slight contact, no damage. And Juventus is right there too. Lemon Jam has lost out a lot in that pit lane kerfuffle. He's suddenly gone from being 1 second behind that leading 4 to 6 seconds off the pace.
Maybe he changed his front wing, because that's usually
Fallen
5 seconds.
is due to come out in between Crowan and, well, between the Robbos actually, between the 2 Haas drivers of Matty and Danny.
Okay.
At the moment, but obviously he's going to be pitching onto the soft tyres around about lap 14, 15, I suppose.
Yeah, yeah.
Ricky with the penalty.
Oh, Ricky.
Let me have a look at our penalty situation.
Yeah, because that's maybe gonna be crucial at the end.
Matrix is completely clean. Ginger has 1 warning and Ricky now has a penalty.
Ooh.
Juventus is also clean. And Lemon Jammer has 2 penalties. So Ricky, the only one of the top 4, not including Fallen, who hasn't pitted yet, but that has a penalty.
And now
Fallen doing well. He's only losing about half a second a lap, which is not too bad.
that's really not too bad. And with Lemon Jam struggling on the mediums, Robin is catching up to him as well. Now he's within a second, and he's trying to get past Ginger Ninja here.
Matrix now 3 seconds ahead of Ginger Ninja.
Faster lap for
In
Robin
my
as well.
opinion,
Solid job.
he is in the pole position to win this race now. They're still on for a solid podium, though. I think Matrix has looked the fastest all race. He just had a very poor start and he's had to recover it, hasn't he?
Yep, yeah, it's already started off with the formation lap. As Robin goes not around the outside, maybe for the switchback. Yeah, he's going for the switchback. Now around the outside. Oh, he's got the grip, he's got the pace advantage over Lemon Jam.
He's going to wait for the DRS straight. Matrix gained a second on this lap so far on Fallen. But will Ricky staying out a bit longer help him? Ricky goes around the outside, Ginger goes for the switchback. Ginger holds the inside line now. Is he going to go for a Norris here? Ginger defends Vale. Ricky again locked up into Vale, round club. Very tight line for Ricky around club.
Robin now. No way around turn 1. Oh, that's so close.
So as it stands, Fulham is going to pop out behind the Haas drivers, but he will have a tyre advantage, and I think he could be a good shout for climbing his way all the way up to 8th, where MP Motorsport and Baromir are at the moment.
Yeah. Oh my days, it's so close between Levensham and Robin. Those guys definitely going for it. Maybe switch back now. No. He just can't get past Levensham. I think Levensham really got a low down for setup. Just can't get past on the straights with DRS as well.
Juventus is going to be all over the back of Ricky here. Although Ricky got a much better exit out of Hangers and Beckett's there just to save him, but it was very close.
Yeah, they got DRS as well, of course. So really tricky. Yep.
Falling in for his soft tyres.
And Robin made a move on Levensham, so he's up to P6, and that's going to be P5 after he overtakes Fallen, who's into the pits. Robin is driving a really good recovery race.
Come out around about the Hasses and Wisey Boy.
And Chris is right, he says this race goes so quick, and yes indeed, Chris. And Robert is in the chat as well. I reckon Robin might break into a top 5 place. Well, he's in the top 5 right now, so he's doing a really good job.
And the outside, Fallen holds the position, so Fallen is behind the Haas drivers and on the faster tyre.
Yeah, we need to keep an eye out for him. It's going to be interesting to see what he can do.
Wise Boy has a good slipstream on him now. Thinks better of it. Just trying to include a battle a bit further down. And there's only 1 second between 2nd and 4th now.
Yeah, that's why I'm just focusing on this battle. Oh, Ricky is so close. He's just not making the move.
Fallen has DRS on Dan Robbo down the hanger straight. Dan Robbo has DRS on his teammates. But Fallen is going to have so much more grip when it comes to exiting the corners. Has to make his way through the field, because if he can, he's only 8 seconds off P7. I think realistically that's where he could end up.
Let's see, yeah, the gap isn't really that big. And Juventus, he just can't get past Ricky because he's got DRS from Giorgiani as well. It's just a DRS train. That's why Juventus is still stuck at P3. He's just waiting for Ricky to make a move.
Straight. He's all over the back of Dan Robbo. This is going to be the move for P12 from Fallen.
Yep.
Gets it done.
Up to P12, shut the door. And now he's on for the second Robbo brother.
So much more traction out of the corners.
Yeah, we can see if we go on board with him, how much he gains on Matty Robbo in Magnus and Beckett's.
Through Magnus and Beckett, because Matty Robbo is just outside of DRS, so if Fallen can get within that DRS range, which he is.
Oh, look how much he gained. That's insane. Oh no! Fallen! Commentator's curse.
I was just about to say he's clipped the grass there, round. Juventus, I think, trying to keep a safe distance behind these battling people, but they are now closing on Matrix. It's down from 3 seconds to 2.3.
Yeah, those fresh tyres now starting to work.
Juventus and Matrix have the same age tyres. Ginger Ninjas is a lap younger, and Ricky has the youngest tyres of the three, of more of them. It is a 4-horse race for the win today. Advantage matrix.
Yeah, Ricky he's losing too much time. Or not losing, maybe he's not gaining enough to Chichinea and Max Beckers. The gap is too big when he goes onto the straight. He just can't catch enough with those DRS to get past
We'll have
Chichinea.
another go at Dan Robbo this lap again. I think that mistake has put pay to his attempt at top 7, but I think he could get points. He tries the outside route.
Free wide.
Whoa,
Wiseboy just makes a
Where'd he
double
come
overtake.
from?
Oh, where did he go? Wiseboy just disappeared. That was onto the grass. What's happened there?
He tried to come back onto
an
the
interesting line.
pitch. Tried to come back onto the track.
That's the best line I've seen through there ever. Oh my days, that was really clever.
I think we might take that penalty off him as well because he didn't gain any time there.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh, follow going for it
I think
already.
we were both watching it, and that was very sensibly done from Wisey Boy not getting involved.
Is he going for it, Fallen? Yep,
He'll
he
be
is.
angry after his mistake earlier.
But then Robbo's defending really well.
Firm, but he's going to have so much more traction that Dan Robbo closes the door. Crowan has left possession. He was in P10. No. He's going to go backwards. I'm going to curse him now, but solid event-free race for Steve in 9th. He could go up as high as 7th with Barrowman and Team Motorsport fighting each other in front of him.
Yep. Yeah, Steve's doing a really good job.
Out of the top 10. And
hey,
here comes
Juventus.
Fallen around the outside. Fallen gets tapped and Wiseboy again. He's got so much speed on the straights.
Always running wide.
Oh, and that allows Dan Robbo to get back to the inside club.
Oh, the touch, yeah, Fallen. Oh no. Yeah, this battle is just costing him
Where is the straight line speed coming from Wisey Boy?
He's probably running 1-4 wings or something. But this really cost Fallen some points, because now the gap is getting bigger and bigger to the points paying positions. And Juventus is outside a second as well.
Juventus dropping off now with his older tyre.
Yeah.
1.9 seconds the gap at the lead. 8 laps to go, 7 at the end of this one. Will the Ferrari drivers work together? Steve is now only 1 second behind Motorsport in front of him. Fallen over driving, I think, after his mistake on the exit of Maggots and Beckett's.
And kept an eye out between the gap from Matrix and Chichinea. 1.6 seconds though.
The gap is coming down. Ginger Ninja has more ERS as well.
Matrix
And
needs
Ricky's
to
being dragged along. Juventus has fallen off. But if he can stay within 3 seconds of Ricky, he'll get that podium.
Yep, Dominic said it as well. He needs to do his absolute
Runs
best to stay
wide on the
at 50
exit of
seconds.
Brooklands.
But it's gonna be hard because Ricky will get DRS and Juventus doesn't.
Juventus now in a lonely P4. He's already now 3 seconds behind him pretty much. 1.5 seconds the gap to the lead. Ginger Ninja is closing in on Matrix, all the while being pressured by the other Ferrari. He's in a Ferrari sandwich at the front.
Oh, near and white. I'll put 6 seconds again.
Robin, real life, has pulled a gap to Lamangana now. 3 seconds. He's trying to solidify 5th place there.
Yeah, he's just driving a really lonely race at the moment. A big gap in front of him. Good gap behind him. So, yeah, just really solid
Paul and
P5.
Wisey Boy having an argument.
Again.
Oh,
Still those 3 guys.
Wisey Boy's out.
Huh?
I think there was some desync there. Wisey Boy looked to be spun round, but I was on board with Fallen at the time, and Fallen didn't touch him.
But look where his car is. On the left hand side there.
Yeah, so it was on the exit onto the DRS straight. Fallen was right behind him, but had a bit of a gap, and then it just looked like desync.
Oh, they Robo have fallen. Sorry to interrupt you.
Boys,
Those guys are touching each other like crazy.
Wisey Boy's car just spun out to the side. Like it had been hit, but there was no contact. So I think connection issues again affecting Wisey Boy.
They've fallen now.
They're loving how you say ninja in your Dutch accent.
I just saw the comment from Dominic, yeah, Ninja. Yeah, I can't do anything, that's just in my system. Yeah, but it's weird because the first bit I say Jinja, like, that's with my English pronunciation, and I say just Ninja, like, Dutch idiot. 1.2 seconds is the gap, he's closing it so much. Oh my days, it's gonna be amazing. 1.1 now. Come on! Come on, Ninja. Now you need to work
on the
for
Silent J Ninja.
Silent J Ninja. Oh, 504.
There's a mistake on the exit.
Yes, he's in. He's within a second. Okay. It's gonna be a freeway battle to the end. Ricky now. He needs to get in front of Ninja.
He needs the other two to get penalties.
Yeah, or he needs for them to pick up penalties, or he needs to interrupt
right ahead of them a lap down
Gigia.
as well. Is he going to help out his teammate Juventus?
No, but Cronin is still lagging.
Oh, is he still not there? Is he not? Ah,
yeah, he's still not there. Yeah, he's not doing a me at the Bahrain.
In the middle of the
yeah, and then we see front wings just flying through the air.
Racer and MP Motorsport going into turn 1 side by side.
Oh, Steve gave him a little bit of a nudge. That's payback from France, I feel.
It's all fine, it's all fine. Fun but
4 laps.
Gave him plenty of space.
As DJ Biggie is in, that's all the way, definitely.
Cops for the leaders.
At least within a second. Oh, Ricky's just holding on, he's struggling.
He's got lap fresher tyres.
And Matrix is low on ERS as well. GGD got a lot of ERS compared to Matrix.
Robin has made up a lot of time on Juventus. He's got a very real chance of pinching P4. Been a brilliant second stint from Robin.
Maybe he's going for P4 as well. We got 3 more laps for these guys to make it a very interesting end of the race. And Ricky dropped out of DRS. So it's time for Juventus to catch up again, to get within that 3 seconds. Which he's doing right now.
He's just inside the 3 seconds.
Oh, Ricky's losing his podium. Yeah, closing up in the braking zones with...
I have a feeling that Steve and MP Motorsport's going to go to the end of the race as well.
Those guys not going to give up on each other. And Stan is going to go for the fastest lap. Seven tenths down the gap. Oh, he closed up a lot. Why is he not putting it into 4 for your rest mode? Just staying in 3. At this rate he won't gain enough, although he's really closing now. Yeah, Juventus is... Ricky's really struggling.
.6 seconds now, the gap between Ricky and Juventus. All against the penalty. That probably puts pay to his attempt at the points now.
Yeah.
Half. Ricky put winning at this stage is for the 2 leaders to take each other out, but even then, it's probably Juventus that will take the win.
Yeah, if P1 and P2 take each other out, it's gonna be P4 who takes the win. That's ridiculous. You got 2 more chances now. James, you need to take the victory.
It's all going to end in tears.
Well, for us that's gonna be drama. That's gonna be nice.
It's going to be even more surprising than the Game of Thrones finale.
Dominic pulled over to watch the end of the race. That's crazy.
Somewhere
I love that.
in Canada is a man sat in his car watching a stream on YouTube on his phone.
Oh my days, that's amazing. VVD&L. Is he going for it?
Into Stowe, Matrix hasn't defended, and Ginger didn't want to take it there. He wants it on the last lap, I think.
Oh, he's gonna risk it. Or chocolate biscuit.
He's going to risk it on a good exit on the last lap. Ricky's gap up to 3.2 seconds now, 3.1 seconds to Juventus. That's the battle for the podium.
Lemon chip picks up 3 seconds. Five tenths now with DRS.
He's got so much more ERS than Matrix. Is this going to be a last lap overtake for victory?
Great helicopter view. Please stay like this. Oh, it's gone already.
Through Cops. Down towards Maggots and Beckett's. Left. Right, he needs to get a good exit here. I don't think he has.
Sorry for headphone users, I dropped my mic. Sorry. Let's see.
He's too far back.
He's too far
back. Is he going to line it up for Vale? Is he going to dive bomb him?
No, you waited too long.
He's
This
respectful.
is it.
He's waited too long. He should have done it on the lap before. Matrix wins.
But look how close Robin is. Oh, he almost caught up to
Juventus is only
Juventus.
2.7 behind Juventus for the podium.
Yeah,
he takes it.
Juventus takes it. And Robin was so close. Look at that 8 tenths. Otherwise, he would have passed Ricky as well. Steve is coming home for a really solid P8. Really good job.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Dominic is happy as well. The Niki Lauda tribute race is after this one, mate. So
we're going to do it on
stay tuned
Sunday
for
now. There
that.
was a lot
Oh, we're
more
gonna do it on
people. We
Sunday.
were
Never
going to
mind.
get a full grid for Sunday for Nicky Lauda.
Okay.
We were going to do it this evening, but it was only about 10 people.
I
We
haven't
want to
said
broadcast
anything.
it for you guys.
On which track though?
Austria.
Austria? Yeah,
Nicky
of course.
Lauda's 1976 car.
Ooh.
25%, so 18, 19 laps of Austria. In those beautiful V12 312T.
What a race, what an end.
And well done to Steve. Great race from Steve, I think, there. But driver
really.
of the day for me goes to Juventus, but I don't know what the chat thinks.
Steve is happy in the chat. I scored points that were penalty points. Really solid job. Love that.
Well done, Steve.
So, Tuspa, if you can suggest those guys to the party, I will invite them. Yeah, talk about drive of the day. It has to be Robin.
Oh no, it's Juventus for me.
Juventus for you? Yeah, for me it's
Yeah.
Robin. P18 up to P5. Really, really
That's
good job.
true, that's true. That was a great second stint there.
Yeah, he did an amazing second stint. Gained so many places. Really, really good job. Yeah, everyone is in the chat as well. Robin driver of the day. Chris, Dominic, Robert, yeah. Cronus, Wi-Fi of the day. Oh, Wi-Fi of the day, of course. Let's see. Juventus. Yeah, we got it. Nice. So,
There you go.
yeah, waiting now. Juventus and engineer are in now, waiting for Matrix.
Wow. There we go.
Free choice. Yep, there he is. So
Very,
we can start
very
off.
popular podium.
Yeah,
for
definitely.
Juventus.
We can start off with P3. Juventus, really, really good job. You had a really, really good start though, because the Ferraris in front of you are cold tires. You made the most of it. Really good start, and Dominic was absolutely buzzing in the chat. Tell us about your first lap.
Yeah, well, I didn't know what happened. I think Matrix was backing up the pack, and I don't know, everyone got too close and they got disqualified. So I knew I had the advantage there. I made sure I warmed up my tires, and this season I've been really good at the start. So it's a strong point for me. I found the gap and took the lead.
Yeah, really, really good job. But you were struggling on the medium tires. Was it just your setup, or you didn't really feel the medium tires?
Yeah, I knew I was stronger on the softer compound. I don't know, I fell off a little bit. Me and Ginger had a bit of contact, and I kind of just lost a bit of momentum. But yeah, I'll take P3. I knew Britain's a strong track for me, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah,
Well done.
really solid job. Next week, which track is it next week? I think it's
Germany next week, isn't it?
yeah, Germany. Yeah.
Yeah.
Feeling good about Germany, or is that a hard track for you?
Germany definitely needs some practice, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, at least you got congratulations from Mitch and Dominic pulled over to the side of the road to see the end of your race, so you really made him happy.
Thanks, man. Thank you, guys. Thanks, too.
So we go on to P2 JCD. Unfortunately, you couldn't take the win off from Matrix. he didn't pick up any penalties, so did you. Really solid drive. You were stronger at the beginning of the second stint, but you drove a perfect end of it. Went really close to it, but you just couldn't get past him. Was it just the pace of Matrix, or were you just gambling to do it on the last lap, which didn't work?
Yeah, I think I left it a lap too late to really push and go for it, but I was kind of struggling for. I had very low ERS and fuel the whole race, so I couldn't use the full power of the engine when I wanted to.
Yeah, but you were, which I noticed, you were in ERS mode 3 all the time on the straights, where I expected you to be in 4 or 5 as well, because Matrix was really low on ERS. It just didn't do it. You were just so close, but just couldn't get past it, which was really, really unlucky.
Yeah, I thought maybe I had a chance on the last lap going down the back straight, but I messed up a little bit through maggots and lost a lot of ground. But good job to Matrix keeping up, and had a really good battle with both Ferraris and Juventus. So, GG everyone.
Really solid job, and congratulations up you too, mate.
Thank you.
Then we go on to our winner of the day, Matrix. Really good job, and I think you just won the race on strategy, where I told the guys on stream watching, you can't really win this race with the strategy. You completely destroyed my sentence there. Brilliant job to go for the undercut, and it worked out really well. Tell us about it.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know, it was good qualification, and I was, for sure it was fast start when I was P5 in the start of the race, but I think I was a little bit held back back of the Ricky, and who was in the first, so I tried to go undercut, and I have good battle with the Juventus. No, I think it was the Ginga Ninja in that part, and I just tried to have some gaps, and yeah, in the end Ninja just was chasing me, and but yeah, it was good race, and nothing much to say.
Were you afraid of chasing Ninja getting past you, or were you quite sure that you could keep him behind you?
I wasn't thinking about that, but I think if he passed me, it would be bad thing, but I don't know. I still win, so.
Yeah, really solid job. Mesh is in the chat. He says you just sound like Kimi, and I just, oh man, it's ridiculous how much you guys are the same. Two-spell, I know we lost Raikkonen as well. And it's just insane how much you guys sound similar. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I think it's accent. Some guys up.
Amazing stuff, man. Thanks for joining the interviews. Yeah. So, yeah, I think that's gonna be it. I want to thank you, Two-spell, for joining in to replace Lewis today. Really enjoyed it. Yeah, so don't forget, guys, to tune in tomorrow for Tier 1 race and Sunday for the Nicolauda Tribute race. Want to congratulate the podium guys, really solid job, really interesting race. Want to thank everyone for watching. At some point we had 35 viewers today, so really good job. Want to thank the guys in the chat who commented, and I hope to see you guys back next week. It was a pleasure. Goodbye.